Good morning students. In today's video we are going to continue chapter number 11, the human body and organ system, standard 8, science. Let us see what is clotting. Sometimes there is an injury in the body which causes the blood to flow, but within a few minutes it stops flowing and forms a clot. Blood clotting involves the following steps. 1. On the injured surface, the blood from the capillaries act on the fibrinogen present in the plasma to produce a network of fiber-like structures of insoluble fibrin. Number 2. The red blood cells are captured in the network and a watery liquid, serum, oozes out from the injured part. The fiber network of fibrin together with the blood cells shrink and form a solid clot, which checks the flow of blood and results into clot formation. Blood pressure. It is the pressure of circulating blood to against the wall of the arteries. It is an important diagnostic index, especially of circulatory functions. Blood pressure is measured at 2 points. The high point at which the heart contracts to empty its blood into the circulation is called systole, and the low point at which the heart relaxes to fill the blood which is returned from the body is called as diastole. Blood pressure is measured in millimeters mm of mercury by an instrument called sphygmomanometer. During a single cardiac circle or heartbeat, the blood pressure reaches maximum during systole and minimum during diastole. The blood pressure of the normal healthy person is 120/80 systole and diastole. Very high and very low blood pressure is supposed to be dangerous. Blood group. Sometimes, due to serious injury, there is bleeding. If it is not checked, the person can die. In such cases, victim requires blood from another person. In 1902, Karl Landsteiner discovered for the first time that blood in all persons is not identical. It is essential that the blood of donor should be identical to the receiver. Otherwise, the blood of the donor becomes clumped in the RBCs of the receiver. This is called clumping and the patient will die. Karl Landsteiner classified the blood groups into 4 groups. These are A, B, AB and O. They produce different kind of antigens on the surface of the red blood corpuscles RBCs as given in table. Person who is having blood group O can donate blood to all and called as universal donor. The AB group persons are universal acceptor as they can accept blood from all other blood group people. Each antigen produces one antibody in the blood. All foreign bodies and germs act as an antigens. Antibodies are present in the serum of the blood. Different blood groups. Blood group, antigen present, antibody present, can donate to, can receive from A, B, A and AB, A and O. A, B, and AB, B and O. AB, A and B, none, all, AB, all groups. O, none, A and B, all groups, O. Antigen. Antigens are the proteins that stimulate the blood production of an antibody when introduced in the body of human. Most common antigen producers are bacteria and viruses. Antibody. Antibodies are formed with the help of the white blood cells in the body in response to antigens. Rh factors. Besides above blood groups, there is another factor called Rh factor, which is found on the surface of RBCs. It was discovered by Alexander Solomon and Karl Landsteiner in the year 1997. Most of the people are having Rh factor in the blood group. Such persons are called as Rh positive. Above 85% of the people are Rh positive. Rest are the Rh negative. Before blood transfusion, the blood group and the Rh factor must be tested, and this should be identical. Otherwise, RBCs are clumped together, which leads to serious illness or death. Lymphatic system. The fluid that leaves out through the thin wall of the capillaries is called as lymph, which is conducted through a special type of vessels called lymphatic vessel. The lymphatic system is an extensive and interconnected system of vessels, spaces and nodes of the bodies which circulate lymph, a fluid that is made from protein and other fluids. Lymph is initially part of the blood, but when the blood flows throughout the body, the lymph slowly leaks out and taking waste substances with it and filtering these substances through nodes which trap these substances. The lymph is a yellowish fluid and it is composed of sugar, proteins, enzymes, dissolved salts, etc. The lymph contains many leukocytes but no platelets. The lymph vessel has swollen points at some places called lymph nodes. This lymph is a major organ of lymphatic tissues. Functions. The main function of lymphatic systems are 1. To collect and transport the waste materials from tissues in the bloodstream. 2. To maintain the fluid balance in internal environment. 3. Lymph nodes play an important role in the defense mechanism of the body. They filter out microorganisms, bacteria and foreign substances, etc. Blood transfusion. You might have heard in the hospital that the serious person needs blood in an emergency. In accidents or operations, patients lose large amount of blood which results into blood deficiency or anemia. In such cases, blood is transferred from the healthy person to the affected person. Blood transfusion is a procedure of introducing the blood of the donor into the blood of the recipient. The blood transfusion can only take place after matching the blood groups only. Nowadays, there are blood banks present in the hospitals from where one can get the blood of the desired group in case of an emergency.